Hello. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Today, we have a special show here at Que4 Radio. We're going to listen to Roninn play live, Chicago's own Roninn. This is Esteban, and this is Pepe, the mind behind the band. And they're going to play first, and then I'm going to have a little chat interview with Pepe after. So they're going to play first, and enjoy, and thank you so much for tuning in. We all thank you very much.
Pero cuando nunca quisiste fingir. Solo quería adorar tiempo junto a tus manos. Pero tú soñabas con celebrar la programmed to destroy. And at the end, you turn into fog. You read my heart and spread the blood on a sacred ritual, our history divided. Look at me now, struggling like before. The moon is full, said before. You're not alone. You're not alone. The moon is full. You shake your You're not a witch. You're not a witch. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go silky hand when you touch my hand. Never before, never before. Oh yeah, you're still there. The walls are melting within your hands. The walls are melting. I took the wrong pill. Your hair is looking like a purple frame. I wouldn't tell you how it's there. Never before, never before. But yeah, you're still there. Yeah, you're still there. Yeah, you're still there. Thank you.
Woo! Yeah. That was absolutely amazing. I'm mind blown right here. So no, I'm serious. That was great. And I think whoever was listening, I saw my mom was. Big fans out there, I'm sure. So we want to do a chat. You have to take off. Okay. So thank you so much. That was amazing, Esteban. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming. It's amazing, an honor. So I guess we'll get set up. I don't know if you need to take anything with you or whatever you have to do. Okay, okay. All right. Don't mind us, guys. We're just gonna. Thank you. Pepe, do you want to sit down?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I do? One, two.
Oh yeah. So that was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. How would if I mean people heard it, but if somebody didn't, how would you describe your sound?
I will say, it's a little bit of different stuff, like post-punk, Darkwave.
Yes.
A little bit of crowd rock in there too.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Mhm.
5454.
Yeah, okay.
5444.
Right.
Basically, yeah, that's our sound. Yeah, like the factor that we sing the songs in Spanish and English
Mhm.
makes it a little bit more comfortable for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love that.
English is not my first language.
Right, right.
But I don't think also Spanish is my first language. So like,
Okay.
that was a bad joke.
So when did Roninn start? And like how long have you been playing music? And then when did this band start?
I've been playing music for like many years. I've been playing with different bands through my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm a guitar player, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of gypsy jazz and John Reinhardt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a personal influence.
Okay.
But I wanted to do something personal and different because I've always been playing collaborating or co-writing with other bands.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to start something on my own because I was playing in like garage bands, like stoner rock bands, even black and death metal. Yeah.
Wow.
So I used to play guitar for a black metal band. I used to play bass for a death metal band.
Nice.
I mean I like heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah.
I like playing guitar like on those for stoner rock because it's more like laid back.
Right. Right.
And playing bass and stoner rock is I also like that. And I think a little bit more challenging to play synthesizers.
Okay.
You have to like understand it a little bit more. And,
yeah.
So I started learning synthesis, and then I just got hooked into synthesizers, doing electronic music and drum machines. And yeah, the project started, probably like 6 years ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been, I have others. I started pretty much more like a live band with drums and bass player, and I was playing guitar, and I had a synth player. But then it was just I just wanted to go more into the electronic side of it. And,
right. Yeah.
And I started, writing this kind of music.
It works.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still blown away. Where did the name? I was Googling it, and it's spelled differently. You can explain that, but there's a movie with the same name. I have no idea if that has anything to do with it, but where did you get the name Roninn? How did that?
Actually, I'm a big fan of Akira Kurosawa films.
That's so it has.
Ron and it basically. I didn't realize how much the name is used when I started the band, and it's like there's so many running things,
It's hard to find.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to find. Right. That's why I had to add an end to it because and people have problems finding the pages like Instagram, and I'm more concerned about playing and making music rather than doing a lot of social media stuff. Right, I'm really bad at that.
Right, yeah. Right. It was kind of hard to find you guys on certain things. Things.
Yeah.
But that's definitely respectable. Did you grow up in a family that listened to music? Like,
oh, definitely, yeah. But I am the only musician in the family.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
Like I took a different route.
Are they big supporters?
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
Yeah.
It's
but most of my family lives in LA.
Okay.
So, like, this is like the only way they can see me perform. They've only seen me perform once.
That's so great.
It is.
That's
I mean,
beautiful.
Yeah. So, basically, they all live in LA, and I grew up, listening to my mom's music, bands like Mecano, from Spain, and they were like very 80s influence, and that's how I grew up, I remember like seeing my mom wearing these jackets, those Batwing or like, just 80s stuff, big earrings, and I think that kind of like gave me like a more broad perspective of that music style,
right?
And, it's been in my head, but I like other stuff too. I love jazz. I love so it's not like I'm just like listening to one thing. I can't just listen to one genre.
Right. Yeah. Right. But you have a band and you want to do like a certain thing.
Yeah, definitely. Like with a band, I like to do a certain type of music.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I play with another post-punk band called Silent Age. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah, well, I joined the band like last year.
Oh, okay,
And now,
okay.
you know, I play guitar in that band, and I also play guitar with a friend of mine called George Arthur Callender,
Okay.
who's really, really good artist. As a matter of fact, Esteban also plays in that band too. He plays
wow.
drums. So,
Wow.
and as a matter of fact, with Esteban, when I first came to Chicago, I was setting up shows, and he had a really cool band called the Roll Dolls. I love that band.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess, you guys dismantled? All right, yeah, taking a long hiatus. And I mean, I had other bandmates, and another friend called Bobby. You know, he helped me. He taught me how to like use the recording programs. But I always had an eye on Esteban, because he's a phenomenal drummer, and he's a phenomenal musician. He's a programmer too. Like I like literally was like, hey, do you wanna play with Roninn? And he's like, sure, send me the tracks. He sent me this, and like he like took care of it. I'm just like, wow, like cool. Like he's basically did half of the work of playing, like making it happen to play live again without the use of a computer. And
right.
I was just like mind blown, because I mean, I like computers, but I'm not as good as he is with computers. Right. And I just put all the tracks in one drum module. I was like, whoa. So he's a very important part of what it is, Roninn, you know. Aww. Now. So, but I had my eye on him for a while. Yeah, like I was like, oh man, this guy is so phenomenal. This guy is a really good drummer, you know. And I was like, oh well, I'm just gonna ask him, you know. And we've been talking about it. It's like, hey, let's play. Yeah, I'm busy. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, dude, do you want to join? Like, yeah, all right, cool. So we're set. And yeah, very professional. Yeah, and that's it's super calm, you know, as you can see, just vibing right there.
Yeah, and I'm still in love. That was amazing.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. Do you have any like favorite artists or albums or bands, anything that like, or something that maybe influenced you and you heard growing up, or even throughout, that kind of said, well, I want to do this. I want to be a musician because this is so great. I want to do this.
Well, I mean, I went to school for nursing.
Oh,
yeah.
I work in healthcare.
And I got as far as, you know, as LPN stuff. And then I got into the clinicals, and I was like, this is not for me. And I was like, I'm just going to go back to play music and just have a regular job. And, you know, now I guess now I'm a bartender. It just happened, you know, thanks to a friend of mine. It was during the pandemic, and well, you know, like right now it's still a pandemic, but like last year she's like, hey, do you want to be a bartender? And I'm like, yeah, why not? Yeah. And now I'm a bartender. But I also like I like to promote shows. I like to help other bands to you know, set up shows. I like putting up shows, like setting up a bill, you know, where like sometimes it's, you know, I don't like to like just put like one thing, you know, one genre. Sometimes it's two genres. Sometimes,
I noticed
that. And but sometimes it's like the whole bill is set up to be either, you know, like post-punk or darkwave. We had a show recently with a band called True Body. Amazing band, and that was a really good show, and it was all kind of like the same genre, right? Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know how the darkwave scene moves around here, but I don't like, I don't follow groups. I don't do
that's what I was gonna like kind of getting into, if there was any, like, even when you were younger, but any like artists that you just fell in love with music and wanted to pursue that.
Django Reinhardt, like a gypsy jazz.
Really? Okay, no.
Guitar player.
Of course I know. Yeah.
I have him tattooed in my leg.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
Hey. Yeah.
I was like, you know, I was always like, oh man, you know, these people who put their favorite bands on their body, like why? And then I just have this guy like his whole face in my leg. I'm like, okay, well now I'm part of it.
No, very talented.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. So you're recording right now, right? Or finished?
I'm actually recording new songs. The album is done. I only have one single on Spotify, which is doing pretty well, I guess. I don't look at it, I'm just like,
yeah.
Sometimes like my friends are like, "Oh, what's your band?" And then I show them, "Oh, this is it." And I look at it, I'm like, "Oh, wow, I have all these plays." Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I noticed there.
And
there
it's
were
just why I only have one single out. My whole album is ready to be released. I'm gonna release another single probably in a couple weeks with another video.
I'm gonna play it. So. On my show, so let me know.
Yeah, definitely. I'll send it to you. Yeah. And the way it's working out right now is like I'm in a label in Mexico City, and the way they're doing things is like I guess it's like now a thing that people do, or is more frequent, not to just release one single and then another single and then the whole album. And then that's what's going on. I think I've been like waiting for to release the album, and but things are like kind of like weird right now, and I want to tour, so kind of waiting until like things are a little bit better, and then release it, and then just go play around some like different cities and different venues.
Can you tell us a little bit about the album, like your like writing process or themes, or like any inspirations, things that
what's funny is that as I said, like I always have like when I started recording my own stuff, I had a friend of mine like teach me how to use a program, and he co-produced a few songs, couple of songs with me, but I recorded absolutely everything. Every instrument, every structure, every single one of the instruments is me. I guess I basically I hate saying it, but like I did it all.
Are you self-taught?
Yes, I'm not.
Amazing.
Yeah, okay. I'm not. I didn't go to music school or anything like that, but I did practice guitar a lot, and that's why kind of like my brain started like working with music in a different way after I started practicing guitar quite a bit, so that's how the album's formed. It's me, and then I had a friend, I do a couple of drum samples for one song, and definitely like, just like he showed me how to do it, he sampled it, and then I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna do it all, and then, and that's how it happened. But definitely had some like help in a certain way to like instruct me how to use programs and stuff, and that's, but yeah, like the whole thing just came from here.
No, it's amazing. You're gifted.
Thank you.
So where you work at booking shows, are you a part of that? Like, do you find them? Or
I know plenty of musicians around.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And so as I said, that's how I met Esteban, because I was putting shows together, and I wanted to play a show, and I was trying to find out a band that was compatible with mine, and then I found his band, and like then I started like meeting all these musicians, and I started putting shows together, and that's how I do it. Yeah, sometimes I ask around, for a band, or try to make, as I said, try to make the bill more similar,
right,
bill,
right, yeah. But you guys have like hip hop. You have,
yeah.
I've noticed that. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
We just have different schedules. I work early.
Oh,
I'm going to check it out someday.
Yeah, I
promise.
I'm a marsupial though. I mean, it wasn't like that. It was like, I now like I work nights, so
right.
Like I don't go to bed too late. So today I made a huge effort of waking up
to get up. Yeah,
yeah, 11.
Yeah. I know.
Which is bad because I should like literally like condition myself to wake up earlier, but then it's like I'm just an owl now because like Like I just work nights.
Right.
I haven't like there was like a few weeks ago that I had not seen the sun for like 2 weeks.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what other things are you interested in besides music? I mean, any other
Sports?
Like
Well, not
Yeah.
really. Like just soccer. You know, like I used to
okay.
play that. You know, Esteban does too.
Oh, that's cool.
We've never played together. We should, but
Yeah.
I've been playing soccer my entire life. Like
Wow.
yeah, until a couple of years ago. Well, basically when the pandemic started, you know, things kind of like
Yeah.
got out of
stop.
control, and you know, just
Yeah.
kind of took a break from it.
Right.
Riding bikes a lot.
Okay,
Not motorized bikes, but bicycles.
But bicycle. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that
That's
a
how
lot.
you-
That's my main source of transportation
Okay.
in the city. Like, people are so concerned of like, oh my god, you're gonna get hit. I'm like, well, I already got hit twice, but you know.
I think most people here have a story like that. Which
Yeah,
is sad.
definitely.
Just sad.
Yeah,
I drive and I'm very careful
Yeah, I mean it's
to watch out.
it's potato. You know, it's both sides. Sometimes you know,
True.
riders are just like they don't care.
Right.
Sometimes that's me, but you guys shouldn't know that.
Right.
Don't keep that information.
Do you have an absolute favorite song, favorite artist, favorite album? If you can't pick one, you can pick a few.
Oh man.
I know that's hard.
The thing about it is like I don't like to get stuck in one thing.
Mhm. And it could be even today.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it might change. Like
Yeah,
yesterday.
well, there's this band from Oaxaca,
Mhm.
from Mexico, called
Yeah.
Le Band Son Imaginaire,
Mm.
and they're doing like a mixture of it's Darkwave,
Mm-hmm.
but they have a violin player in it, and you can like you're like, okay, so how do you make that work? And you hear the music, and it's just like, wow, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm not I mean, you know, like I'm not gonna say that I'm like not a fan of like wind instruments in like in an electronic band or anything like that,
Right,
but
right.
you know, sometimes, you know, bands can get away with it, and they make the music so good that
Mhm.
they just put a violin player live and on the recordings, and it's just like it makes it sound like it's a synthesizer, but it's not even
Right.
connected to any modulars, anything. It's just that's like right now that's like a band that I really like, Le Band Son Imaginaire.
Okay.
And of course from, you know, Ascending from
Oh.
Italy,
Oh.
you know, because
Oh.
that's how
The
I got
treaty.
I got
Shout out.
to know you, you know, because like I saw you were wearing an Ascending, and
Oh yeah.
I was like, how does she even know that, you know?
I
Like
am
I
a
would,
huge fan.
yeah, it's an amazing band.
Almost every show on Sound Obscure, I play certain labels.
Oh no,
and-
I've
but
seen it.
it's
You have an
usually
amazing
the treaty.
taste.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do. Like, yeah.
But that band, that's actually the founder of the Treaty Records
Oh.
is Ascending.
Really?
Davide Lache, hey, shout
Wow, I
out
didn't
if
know
you're
that.
watching. Probably not.
Yeah,
but
but like that label, like,
Yeah.
I everything they have is just so good. Like a
Yeah.
filmmaker, like
yeah,
as a matter of fact, Mocha Doma was in that label.
I was just going to say that, and look how
Yeah.
big they are.
Yeah,
Are you
they're-
going in? I got a ticket years ago, and then the pandemic, and then they.
I did the same.
Are you going?
Yeah,
in May?
I do. I have 2 tickets.
Yes,
I bought 2 tickets.
So they
Uh,
rescheduled, but I still have mine, so I'll see you there.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
But they started on that. I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
like bands that started on that. The Surfs is another band that I saw.
yes,
Amazing.
yes.
They're playing here soon, with VR Sex. I'm just like throwing out names here.
No. I like.
But-
you know exactly what you're talking about.
But I
That's
know that
yeah.
you and I have that.
Yeah.
The treaty. Wow.
Yeah, and for example, they have this band too that I mean, I don't know if you like. It's called Cuzina. Oh my god, really good.
If it's
Like,
on
from
the
same
label, I probably
yeah.
know.
They only
Yeah.
have like an EP with like 4 songs or something.
Okay.
And it's mind blowing.
Yeah. Oh.
Ukraine. They're from Ukraine, I think. And
Okay.
because that label just basically throws.
They're all over.
Yeah,
People all
in
over.
Europe.
Mhm.
So yeah.
That is amazing. Do you have a favorite movie?
I have several. See Daji Jail's City of God.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yeah.
I was just talking about like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels the other night.
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie stuff, you know.
Mhm.
And yeah, basically Rashomon, you know, from Akira Kurosawa.
Mm-mm. No.
Like yeah,
No.
like it's samurai style based music. I
Okay.
mean movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Anything else you want to add? Like, is there anything coming up? Like any shows? I know the recording. This is a huge thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But do you have any shows coming up or
I
anything?
I think next month perhaps the place I work.
Mhm.
But the thing about it is like I'm debating whether to do it or not because I don't like to play just you know at one place all the time.
Right. Right.
And right now like I'm not that much interested in playing out. You
Mhm.
know, just want to release this and like
Mhm.
we'll see what happens. See how the label pushes this. I want to release some vinyl, some tapes. But perhaps next month with Child of Night. I don't know if you heard them.
Yes.
Child
Played
of
them on
Night.
the show. Yeah.
They're gonna come to the bar I work at.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I'll go.
yeah, and Iron Years too. And
Yes. I
this
saw
the
that.
guy, you know, the guy who's putting the show together. Is one of the guys I play with Silent Age,
Mhm.
and he brings a lot of good. He basically when I moved here, I started seeing like all these shows with like Fata Morgana was like came and played here, and he brought him from Spain,
Mhm.
and I was like, who's putting all these shows together? And then this Latino guy, this Mexican dude, you know,
Mhm.
Mexican American dude putting all these shows together. I'm like, wow, like, and you know, he was the first. I think he was the first one to bring. She passed away at the Chop Shop.
I was there.
Yeah, he. Well,
Mhm.
so that Silent Age played that show,
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah.
you know, and so he brought that band, you know. I was like impressive, you know,
Yeah.
and then I was like, you know, started being friends with him, and like now, whenever he needs help with putting shows together, his name is Benny Hernandez.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he puts shows together. He brings Child of Night, you know, like
That's how through Silent Age, that's how I found you.
oh wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Like when I remember when we did the French Police thing, they were playing a show with you and it was your birthday. I think it was like in August and your birthday September or something. Yeah. And I was like, you guys have a show at Subterranean, I think it was.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just shouted out with Roninn.
Yeah.
It was like just a shout out to you guys.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
French Police they're free. They're really cool.
They just opened up for she passed away.
Yeah,
Did you hear
and
that?
yeah, and like I think they're playing with they're playing I don't know Lincoln Hall or something like that. They're really good.
Yeah.
And
they are.
they're sweet kids, you know.
Yeah, they are.
And I think it's really good supporting those kind of bands where like
Mhm.
and I mean also we're like we live in Chicago, and I think that a lot of the Latino community are really like they have a lot of really amazing potential and like really good bands, and I think they're starting to be more noticed,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's good for the Latino community, you know.
In general,
Yeah,
I'll say that.
definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I play so many bands, like Darkwave bands from definitely Mexico, but
Hmm.
even Argentina,
Yeah.
Colombia. I mean, there's just so many good bands
Yeah,
that that are like this. I don't know. I think it's just, but Mexico specifically,
oh,
I think it's amazing.
it's like it has always had that kind of
yeah.
vibe, but now it's you know because you have like streaming platforms, you know, then it's
Mhm.
like more accessible now, and it's like it's actually a thing that's been around for a while. It's just he hasn't been like pushed as much, but there's so many good bands from Mexico City or Mexico all over. I mean, they're Un Nombre Solo. I mean, I can name
I
quite
know.
a few.
I know. I could too.
You know,
And I was like, I don't think we should do that. I don't know
yeah,
if that,
yeah.
but just yeah. Anything else you want to add? I know I had a few other questions. But anything you want to add about I mean, is that your goal to like to play more music, like venues? Do you have a favorite venue in Chicago to play, or just to go to? 'Cause I think we all kind of have a favorite.
I mean,
like,
I
place-
definitely like the Empty Bottle. You know,
Thank you.
I mean, I think that's like one of my favorite venues.
Yes.
And just because um I don't do arena.
No.
I don't go to arena shows.
Yeah, yeah.
I try to stay away also from like big places.
Mhm.
I think a good sized venue will be at Talia Hall for me,
Yes.
and that's enough.
I love that place.
Yeah, and that's enough. But like besides like a big show where it's like you literally are sitting all the way to the back, and like, or arena,
Right.
like I don't want to go
Right.
to.
Right.
Actually, it just the empty bottle is good, and it's pretty cool because it's a place where like you can be in any spot around
I
the
love
place,
that
and
place.
you can hear it well, you can see it well,
Mhm.
you get to as a matter of fact, I saw a band called Place to Bury Strangers.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I was that
Good.
show,
Yeah.
and I was like, there's this veteran guy, like just like just like headbanging. And I couldn't move my neck for like 3 days.
No.
Yeah, but it was
That's
funny because
sweet.
like the bass player handed me the light because I was just like acting like a kid,
Right.
and he handed me this like a strobing light, and I'm just like I felt like the first when the humanity discovered fire, it's like he gave me the strobing light. I was just like, what? Just moving around, like yeah. You're right. That's a really good band too. It's super loud,
Yeah. Yeah.
extremely loud, and that's
Mhm.
the whole point of that band, just to I mean, they give you a warning.
Yeah.
They're like,
Earplugs.
yeah, they're like they actually have a warning on in every show that is.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, that's
It's-
smart.
It's very thoughtful,
Yeah.
know. It's like, it's like, yeah.
I'm one of those people that I don't wear earplugs, and I
neither.
go to so many shows, and
Yeah.
it's so dumb.
I know.
Need to do it.
Yeah, and sometimes you're like standing right next to the speaker, and like you're like, why?
Why did I do that?
For days.
Do you have a favorite show? I mean, I know that's hard, but like out of all the shows, like one that you were blown away by.
Oh my God, yes. I'm trying to remember. I think it was definitely that A Place to Bury Stranger show.
Okay,
I
that
definitely
was like last month.
No,
right?
that was not. That was. I mean, they came here not too long ago, but the one.
Oh, the one.
It's like I think it was like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I see. What was your first show ever?
Oh God.
Like,
It,
yeah.
my neighbors. I'm born and raised in Mexico,
Mhm.
and what's funny is I had there was a band in the neighborhood. It was a death metal band, and I was like 7.
Oh wow.
I was like 7 or 8, and I would just go watch them practice, and then one day they were like, "Hey, do you want to come with us to the show?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Amazing.
And they're like, "Well, let's go ask your mom." And then they were like, "Yeah, can he go?" And she was like, "Yeah, why not?" And there I am, like there's like 3 kids there, and like
Right.
a whole adult show.
Mhm.
Everybody's like, mosh pitting, and
Right.
and we're like, me and my friend were like, we should do that. And we're like, yeah. So we were mosh pitting, like these little 2 kids, like just like jumping around, and the people around are just like
They looked
carrying
out.
us, and like they're like, come on, just jump off the stage,
Right.
and like we like we're just like, oh. So yeah, that was my first show ever.
Okay.
A death metal show
At
at the age
7.
of 8 or 7.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. Well, I think we're getting down to the end. No? Okay. Well, let me see. I don't. What are those socks? Can I ask?
Oh,
I've been staring at
Halloween,
them.
like pumpkins.
Oh yeah.
Every
Halloween.
day is Halloween,
Yeah. Yes. Ministry. Do you love that Ministry
Yeah,
song?
of course. Yeah. I like industrial. I love Ministry.
I like. Oh, I shouldn't say this live. But
What?
yeah, I really love early Ministry. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, me too.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Favorite animal?
Raccoons.
No, they're beautiful.
Yeah,
They're
everybody
beautiful.
knows that.
Okay, they're beautiful.
Actually, I was gifted a comforter like with the face of a raccoon, and it's just funny because it goes, they're I think they're like, what is this guy doing? Like, why does he have bed sheeting that with a raccoon face on it, and the pillows too.
Oh, pillows to match. Nice.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like something Yeah, that's my favorite animal. I'm obsessed with raccoons.
No, I love animals, so I respect that.
It's just funny because like I have my friends just sent me pictures of raccoons like all day long, like memes with raccoons,
and it makes you feel better, right?
It's just
like
funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to get those. Makes me like I'll wake up and look at animal videos.
Yeah,
and I'm like, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was absolutely amazing.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I'm still blown away. So I want, like, how can I hear this? Everything that you guys, like, what platform do you?
Well, as I said, like right now I only have
just
one single, and the next single is probably going to be released in a couple of weeks, and then the whole album. But
I just have to be patient.
I can actually like share it privately.
Okay.
Because I have it on SoundCloud, and I can actually share it. But it's private, and certain people are people who ask me to do a show, and I'm like, okay, well, here's my album, and then
right, but don't share.
Yeah, definitely not. He's not. I'm not. He's not.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't ever. And actually, for my show, I get a lot of that. Like, I'll have people that send me things that aren't out, and they want me to hear it or play it, but not right away.
Definitely.
Like they were like, check this out, but it's not released yet, so don't.
Yeah.
Don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Just listen to it, which is amazing.
Definitely.
And yeah, no, that was great, Esteban. Thank you. Yeah, this was great. Yeah, and no, that's okay. I hope you guys can come again.
Yeah, definitely. I like when the album's out, we like to come out and play and do this whole thing over again, and maybe have some new songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on the next album already. So, but I've been trying to just get this album out of the way, I guess. It's like sometimes you can't. I can only hear it so many times, I made it, so I'm like, okay, new stuff. Like I wanted to release it, and I want it to be out, but as I said, I have to, kind of juggle with many things around, and, work and booking and playing with other bands and
right,
and it's just but just to stay busy and keep my mind busy,
everything. How long does it take for you to write a song?
Oh my god.
Some people are like that, but most people I think take, everybody's different, obviously, but.
Thank you. Bye. It depends. I go back and forth. I start a song and then I jump to another song. Just because I don't want to be. But I like to sit down and I need to when I'm writing, I like to do a whole 10 hours, something like that.
Oh, okay.
12 hours working and stuff, and then it's like my brain just keeps going, so I have to do it early, because otherwise my brain won't stop, and I can't sleep because it's just things are just repeating over and over in my head. It's a weird.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I obsessed with music, but I don't play, so it's different. It's hard. I mean, I wish I could.
I mean, everybody can. Everyone can play guitar.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah.
I never tried guitar, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I think I've tried a few things enough that I'm just like, no, I just have an ear maybe for it, but that's it.
Yeah. I mean, as a guitar player, I can tell you that the guitar is an overrated instrument.
Okay.
It's just like everybody can play guitar. It's just cool,
I just with my show, and we probably should wrap up pretty soon, but check it out. It's Sound Obscura every Wednesday. I don't know where I'm looking. Wednesday, 2:15 to 4 p.m. Central Time, every Wednesday. But the whole point is to play underground music bands that I want people to hear that maybe they didn't know they loved.
I love it.
But yeah, I mean
you have followers from bands that
Everywhere.
are amazing. I know. I
Right.
noticed that, like
Mhm.
bands, you know, that I like, they follow you, and you play their music, and I don't think I know any radio stations here in Chicago that do that, but you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I at first when I started, I didn't expect it to get, I guess, get where it did, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shout out to Jonas he's a DJ in Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely watching, and he's a fan,
Uh-huh.
and he's big time, but also he's amazing. I've never met him in real life, but so he's hopefully listening, and we can, once everything's out, I can send him stuff, and he can play that. But he also has a show on Q4.
Oh,
Radio.
really?
Mhm.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
It's
follow.
on Fridays at I think 3 p.m. Wintermute is a podcast, so but it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I'll definitely check it out. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely a fan of your show.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
big
amazing.
fan. I mean, like, I
Yeah.
look at the bands you post, and I'm like, yeah, this is good stuff. Like, this is, right by my
Oh.
alley,
Yeah, thank you. And same, I am still, I mean this honestly, blown away.
Thank you.
I mean, I knew what to expect,
Yeah.
that I knew I would like it, but I absolutely loved it, and I hope all of you did. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thanks to the sound guy.
Yes,
too,
yes.
and to the camera guy.
John,
Girls, yeah.
Laura, and
Yeah.
Val, everybody, Esteban, who's not here anymore,
Definitely.
but and Pepe. I'm Allison. I never ever said my name, but it's not about me. Not at all. People before profit. Remember that. That's my sign off. So yeah, we're gonna, I guess, say goodbye. And thank you so much for your time, everybody. But anything you want to add or?
Follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
And Facebook. I know it's really hard to find it, but
Right.
if you can, well, that's fine too.
And it is spelled Ronin on Facebook, but
Yeah.
it is Roninn for real.
Yeah.
So
Well, I can't change it because Facebook is like, oh, there's like all these things with the name on it. I'm like,
right.
and I don't want to change the name of it because like it's already.
Yeah. People will
Yeah.
figure it out. I
Yeah.
mean, anyway, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Thank you so much.
you. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. See you guys soon.
I had so much I read.